Good morning. Hope y'all having a better day than I am. I woke up and it's snowing. Not bad. I mean, roads are passable and everything. It's not like sticking, not yet at least. So we are still on our way to Navarre, Ohio, and then after that we will be heading to Millbury, Ohio to swap loads, and then after that we'll be on our way to Clinton, Ohio. Or not Ohio, Iowa. Clinton, Iowa. And then after that we're heading to the shop, to the house. And then we're going to celebrate Kelly's birthday and then buy me a refrigerator. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. Fun. So with that being said, I'm going to go into this truck stop, but hang on. This is what it's doing outside. And yes, you got Mr. Yapper there. Frankie! Hi, how you doing? Are we got to bark out at everybody? Yeah, we're going to go in and get something to eat right quick, and then we're going to hit the road in this white fluffy shit. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day. Later. So before we leave, I figured I would give you guys a little walk around tour inside the truck stop. Hey, that's a nice looking truck behind me, isn't it? So let's go in. Sorry, this is probably gonna be in vertical. Actually, it's not gonna be that bad because I can fix it to be more squared. Oh, this is different. They've redone all this since last time I've been here. Okay, I guess I want to go to the first floor. Howdy. They changed this all around. Wow. It is way different. I'll be right back. See, this used to be the actual restaurant. It hasn't changed. So that's the inside. turning, that's for sure. Fucking asshole. They need a fucking stoplight at that fucking intersection. Thought that guy was turning. Mostly he wasn't. No hitchhiking. Oh well. I have to before this fucking retard tries to go around me on my right. Alright, let's get on the big road. Welcome to the PA Turnpike. Lights here, getting snow. So many years ago, I was driving for a company called Trans Am, or as I like to call them, Trans Scam, because I was a lease purchase operator. And I will say, if you're an owner-operator, you make way more money than a lease operator. So, but, so anyways, I was driving and I was coming up to this particular exit that we're on right here in Breezewood. And I had a car in front of me in the left lane on the eastbound side. And he had missed his exit. He wanted to get off on this exit right here, like you see the traffic coming towards me there. Well, he kind of screwed up, and about 500 feet in front of me, he cut me off. I had nowhere to go. I was fully loaded with 45,000 pounds of beef in the back. I slammed on the brakes. Luckily, I didn't lock her up. About, I don't know, 45, 40 miles an hour. I let off the brake, and I clipped. I didn't full on nail the car, but I clipped him. And you know, and what was the fucked up part is he pulled down my bumper, I ripped his completely off, but he completely ran up the ramp to these toll booths here, and law enforcement found him up here, and he admitted to everything, you know, saying that it was his fault. And then the cop told me, like, well, tell you what, if you don't go over this line, you can block traffic, you can back it up, but if you cross that white line, I'm going to have to give you a ticket. Oh, well, I just kind of laughed. He goes, what's funny, I looked at the record driver, I said, you're backing up my fucking truck, and I'm not getting a fucking ticket. So I had the record driver drive my truck off the shoulder and onto the other shoulder so I can go into the truck stop there that we just left. So it's just like, but if you're looking at those trucks getting off that exit right there, that was the exit that the accident happened at. I was coming around that curve up ahead there, and I'd say right about where that, well, right about there where that semi is where I, that white semi, that's where I ended up hitting that truck, so, or that minivan, I guess. So, but yeah. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna cruise on out. I'm gonna see you guys in Navarre, Ohio. They got me all the way down here on the end, pretty much. There's 1150, 1, 2, 3, 6. Right here, the very first one, or the very first available one right here on the end. There's like 4 or 5 next to it, but pretty sure Snyder's got the one next to me. They got empty trailers here, so I don't know why that other guy was bobtailing, so I'm just going to grab an empty. That way I'll just drop it at the drop yard so somebody else has got an empty. That's what I'm thinking too. True. That would do. I think they asked me one time. I was out in Cheyenne doing a 34, and I think it came across my computer one time and I turned it down, and it says reason for turnaround, owner operator preference. I am not a fucking Walmart driver. And they've never not really. How you figure? I'd be doing the same shit that I'm doing. They may, but I don't want to fuck with it. Not my circus, not my monkey, and I'm not gonna do it. I like doing what I'm doing, bouncing from coast to coast. That's really like what I'm doing. Right. been to Redding. I've been, you know, I picked up outside of Redding and stuff, but I've never unloaded. I just went right. Yeah. No, I've delivered somewhere and then deadheaded up to Redding, like out in the mountains but you know, when I first hired on to Crete, and I mean, I was like up in the fucking mountains, but yeah, I have never been back to that place because it's like, you're going up into the fucking mountains, into the tree lines and shit, and then you got to make like a 90-degree, or almost like beyond a 90-degree fucking sharp-ass turn and shit. So, yeah. Outside of Redding, up in the mountains there. Yeah, it's like literally up in the fucking mountain. I'm not shitting you. You turn off the main highway onto this little bitty, I mean, you have to pull over to let another semi go by you. Like, that's how small the fucking road. No, well, I've never been back to that place, so I don't think we ever go to that one again. I don't know. And then the place was kind of small, you know, and shit, and it's like, kind of like on a gravel road when you finally got to it, and it's just like, holy shit, you know, but I've never been back there, so I don't even know if we even pick up there anymore, because there was like 2 or 3 of us picking up there, you know, and it was some little business like up in the fucking trees of California there, and it was fucking wild. Something. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Stop was a lot fucking shorter than the miles that they're telling me, you know. They're paying, well, okay, I take that back. No, it's not, because I've got it set to the truck stop and not the fucking not the drop yard. So it's 128 miles from the drop, not the actual the truck stop, not the drop yard. Yeah, depending on how you're coming up, yeah. Now there is another option. You can go around Donner and go up through Susanville. My brother just went up the highway to Redding, and he says it's not that bad. He says, yeah, a couple pulls on it, but you're not gonna like it because it's a 2-lane road. Right, well, if you stay on I-80, it's Donner. But if you go like north, straight out of Reno on that, was that 580 or whatever fucking highway is, you could cross into California, not on a mountain. You should go in on a 4-lane divided highway, and I think it's 4-lane divided all the way up to Susanville. Until you get to Susanville, then it's like 2-lane, but he said it wasn't that bad, but it's been some years since I've been up there, so. But yeah, he said it wasn't all that bad. Right. But they got some snow this week, so. Because California Highway Patrol says the Winter Olympics have begun. You do not want to win these prizes. And it shows all these little fucking four-wheelers fucking up and shit. Right. Depending on the checkpoint, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It depends on what fucking mood they're in, but you'll have to go into the checkpoint and hand them your bill of lading, you know, and then sometimes they'll ask you, hey, what do you got? Oh, I got fucking dildos on. You want one, man? Since y'all live out here in California, ain't y'all faggots? That might get you arrested. Oh shit, but well, if the one video I shot of me going over Donner. Oh, speaking of Shane can tell you all about it. Hang on. Alright, you there, Shane? Ron's got a load going to Redding, California, and you know, and I was telling him about that road that you took up there. Or you took back down. You went over Donner going up, but you took it back down to Reno. Yeah, I was telling Ron the same thing. I said, well, I guess Shane says it's not all that bad. three cops. I didn't see the other two cops. Yeah, all three of them. Yeah, he said, where's this? I said, Cuba. You could still do it. Vernon posted something about the big boy. Since the stickers and everything say trucking with the hook, I figured it'd be more appropriate, you know, to put everything as trucking with the hook. Right. But these stickers are geared more towards the trucking than anything, but it's over a Freightliner too. It's in the body shop. Aha! I didn't have to put in the fucking thing. The code. Yeah, no, I'm gonna drop for the night. I did. I already did that a long time ago. Good night. Ooh, that's a nice looking Pete right there. It just needs a bigger sleeper on it, but trailer number we picking up? We are picking up trailer 239659. 239659 right there. Literally right next to each other. My trailer. Yeah, literally it's right on the end. That's what I said. That's very convenient. I tried taking him out earlier and he refused to go, so I don't know what to tell the dog. Nope. We're not playing these damn little fucking I gotta go, but I'm not gonna go there games. What? You could wait, Frank. Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, me and Frankie has made it to the drop yard here in Millbury, Ohio. And you can see Frankie here. He's not too enthused with being recorded apparently because he's kind of bored. Ain't that right, Frankie? Frankie! Frankie! That's hilarious. So, we started our day in Breezewood, Pennsylvania, and we are now in Millbury, Ohio, just outside Toledo. We're going to Clinton, Iowa, and then home, back to the shop. So yeah, with that being said, I'm a dumbass apparently, because I guess I could like upload footage straight from the GoPro without even having to take the SD card out. So for now on, I'm doing that. Never said I was the brightest cookie. So I don't really have nothing to say except what annoyed me about my dispatcher on this last trip. He took the trip off and then gave me a different one. I mean, it still worked out, but still. That's the only bad thing about working for a company with company drivers is I'm competing against them. But we'll have about 1,800 miles for the week. Not the greatest, but, you know, could be better, but I'm only a couple hundred miles off from where I want to be. But I got to put the truck back in the shop for a coolant leak that it wasn't fixed, and then we're going to rip out the refrigerator and put a new refrigerator in, so I'll probably record that. And then also I'm planning on recording a new truck tour and stuff probably when I'm off. That'll be a lot easier. But with that being said, if you are a truck driver in need of a job, call Crete Carrier and let them know Rich sent you. Truck number 4220 and driver code is HORRI. And you guys have a good night. Stay safe. We'll see you on the flip side.